The car will change lanes to get away from something that stopped on the side of the road. It's making some really wide turns today. Wonder if it's not 30 on this road. Probably not. He was here when I got here. I'm done charging. He hasn't charged at all. That's not a parking spot. Good morning. I'm sitting here at 47%. It is 17 degrees outside. I will not make it to Lansing. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not going to push it. Might as well be comfortable. So this is today's route. I'm going to Frankenmuth, then Clio. I still don't know how to say that. I'm going to hit a charger in Schwartz Creek, Michigan. Then I'll go to Owosso, then St. John's, and then I'll skirt across here and go home. I have a couple of errands to run at home first. But that's going to be my day. First facility is 21 minutes and 18 miles away. I should get there at 39%. Hopefully it won't be too bad of a day, so off we go. I'm still driving in standard. It's a little dusting of snow last night. Nothing major. I'm still getting over that cold, so I do sound a little sick, and I apologize if it bothers anybody. Up to hurry because damn. See, this is things I've noticed is the car will change lanes to get away from something that stopped on the side of the road. Almost forgot to switch it back to standard. Wouldn't have been good. Road work ahead sign is upside down. It's kind of weird. We go around nicely. I like that. Doesn't see any lines here. They are faded and it is kind of snow covered. So it wouldn't auto park me, which is fine. All right, I got here at 39%. It still thinks I'm trying to navigate here. So let's get rid of this place. All right, next place is 15 minutes away. It's 10 miles. 35% is when I get there. Anyway, I'm going to knock this place out. I'll be back in just a sec. It looks like I lost 1% while I was in there. The car was preconditioning for a second. I turned back on the supercharger routes in the planning, in the route planner. So I'll let it supercharge. I don't really care that much. 15 minutes, 10 miles away. I'll get there at 34%. Let's get out of here. Nice. So that last leg of the trip, I touched the wheel 3 times. One to put it up to hurry, one to take it down from hurry, and once I pressed the blinker to get it out of the passing lane. Oh, don't do that, bud. Okay. Almost stepped on it there, but it figured it out. I don't know why it hesitated, but it did. Also on the first leg, I hit the accelerator twice to get it up to a decent speed, and they were both times in standard. All right. I think it said I would get here at 33%. I'm here at 32. We were preconditioning that entire time, so that makes sense. The supercharger is 25 minutes, 22 miles away. I should get there at 17%. I didn't touch anything that entire leg, so car did great that time. All right, I'm going to knock this place out. I'll be back in just a sec. All right, sitting here at 30%. I'm going to go get something to eat. It's only 8 minutes away, 3 miles. I should get there at 29%. Because I didn't have breakfast. Whatever, off we go. I don't think it needs to come to a complete stop when it's exiting a parking lot. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure Nitsa would say otherwise. Making some really wide turns today. Blinker, I appreciate that. Half into the lane and right back. No blinker this time, which is weird. But that's okay. Wonder if it's not 30 on this road. Probably not. Just gonna go past that. So I had to take over. I would have had to take over in the parking lot either way. But that's the second time in 2 days it's gonna pass its destination. So I got here at 15% instead of, oh, sorry, I got here at 28% instead of 29. It was preconditioning the entire way. Kills a lot of the battery. This hesitation when it pulls out is kind of freaky too. So I've got 19 miles left to the supercharger. It said it wanted me there at 19%, but that was this morning before all that preconditioning. I'm sure it's going to be a 25-minute stop, maybe more. I'm okay with it. I'll just call it my lunch. Pro tip with these chargers, if possible. The one I'm going to is 150 kilowatts, and it's telling me that stall 2A is out of order. So if possible, grab stall 2B. That way you don't have to share. I like that it tells me that right there on the screen, though. Out of order stall 2A. Please plug in another available stall. So that person is on 2A. It doesn't look like it's broken. All right, be right back. As suspected, 25 minutes to continue my trip. And these chargers are installed kind of weird where this side is the A's and then there's a back side too that's all the B's. So you have to pay attention to who you're plugging in with. But preconditioning was a good thing. I got up to 141 kilowatts at 17%. That's pretty good considering that it's 21 degrees outside. It says since the last time I charged, which was not last night, but the night before that, I got up to 100% charge. I've driven 124 miles. I used 42 kilowatt hours. That is about half of the battery. Considering it was less than 20 degrees this entire time, I'm kind of impressed. I could have gone further since I was here at 17%. I think that would have been about 60, 62 miles maybe. So if you add 62 to 124, you get 186. And the EPA range is 346 for this car. So I lost about 60 miles worth of range in, I don't know, almost 2 days. Simply because the car was cold and Sentry mode was on. I'm okay with that. Whatever, I'm going to get my charge and then I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, all done charging. I got up to 74%. So I added, 57% to the battery in 25 minutes. So when I got here, the car told me 2A was out of service. There was a Model Y parked in 2A, and the guy inside was just playing on his phone. I was like, well, maybe the car was wrong. But as soon as I started finishing charging, he got out and he moved his car and plugged it back in somewhere else. So it always pays to pay attention to your screen. If it's not charging, do something about it. Whatever. Next facility is 23 minutes away. It is 17 miles. I should get there at 66%. Off we go. I feel bad for that guy because he sat there for at least the 25 minutes. He was here when I got here. I'm done charging. He hasn't charged at all. Ouch. Car seems to think it's 25 on this road. It set its auto max, I guess, to 70 or 42, and it went right up to that speed. So I scrolled it up to 60, see what it wants to do, but I haven't stepped on the accelerator or anything. All right, back to 55. Little readjustment making that turn. Surprised. Version 13 hasn't had a problem with making turns. No? It made two turns kind of wide today. I assume that was because there was snow in the driveway, though. That whole ride was very uneventful, and I'm thankful for that. Um, I didn't touch anything at any time, except for coming in here because I knew the car would take me to the front door instead of finding a parking spot over here. But that was it. Not too bad. Said I was going to get here at 66%, maybe 67, but I got here at 68. 252 watt hours per mile. We're up to 4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is amazing. But the battery was as toasty as it could have gotten, so that's probably why. It did warm up to 29 degrees, so that's a good thing too. Next place is 32 minutes and 22 miles away. It says I'll get there at 59%. All right, I'm gonna knock this place out. I'll be right back. All right, all finished in there. I lost a percent while I was in there, no big deal. I'll get to the next place at 59%, 31 minutes, 22 miles. Oh, good, we're going this way. That's great, because last time it went that direction and had me freaked out. This is a much faster way to get out of here. And it still wants both lanes to be clear before it goes. It's crazy. I mean, I understand why, but I don't think it's necessary. Come on, 38 to 45. Up to hurry. See what happens. Basically nothing. We're going to hit a 55, and there's a truck behind me. I'll put it back down in standard. Didn't see the 55. Crud ruckers. All right, I'm going to step on it. 56, I guess, is okay. Little S-curvy thing made it slow down to 50, and it only went back up to 51. Might have to step on it again. I'll try it in hurry again. First. Nope, back to standard, and I'm going to step on it. There needs to be like a long press on the speed limit sign on the screen, and you can select the correct speed and tell Tesla that. Then they can come in and fix it street by street. Because this is rough. I've had to speed us up 3 times so far. And it still wants to slow down. See, now we're going to drop down to 45, but the car's going to keep going at the 55 because it doesn't know any better, because it thinks that's what I want to drive. So I popped the max down to 50 and it went to 46. Got that 55. It's slowly sped up, but I don't mind that it went 48 because there's a always stop right here, so no big deal. It's what it does after this 4-way stop that matters. Yeah, up to speed. We're good. Man, that was well done. Car couldn't see behind the car that was turning at the other car that was behind it. So instead of just assuming and going, it waited to check the blinker. That was fantastic. That's not a parking spot. But it thinks it is. All right, let's go to an actual parking spot. Okay, we got here 59%. My next destination is 1 hour and 19 minutes, 80 miles. It'll get there at 22%. But I am going to choose a different route as soon as it lets me. I'm going to go across and then up instead of down to the highway and then up. It'll take longer. I've done this multiple times. It'll take longer, but it's less miles, so I'll end up at a higher percentage. Let me knock this place out. I will be back in just a sec. And I turned on that beta auto switch. So hit the brakes and then turn the. And yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. So you don't have to touch the screen anymore. I like that. Not that I drive manually very much, but you know, whatever. So I'm going to force this to the right up here. It wants me to turn left. And that should find another way home. It's not showing me anything new on the screen, which is kind of upsetting. But luckily, that was the last facility of the day. I've got 2 stops to make. 3, well, 4. They just keep piling on, and then I'll be home, and that's going to be lovely. Yeah, it wants me to get on the highway over here, but I'm going to go that way. There you go. It found a new way. And as we go, I'm going to change that even more, so the car can take over from here. So it's an hour and 16 minutes at 73 miles, and I'll get there at 24%. And before we turn left in 15 miles, I'm going to see if there's a new way to get there. Because I'd like to avoid rush hour traffic in around the Cascade Road area. It's just a nightmare around 5 o'clock. 55, it thinks it's a 25. I got to speed her up. I'm going to set the max to 62 and step on. There we go. He doesn't have a blinking light on, even though he let kids out. That doesn't seem right. Dude. Autopilot was driving on the extreme right-hand side of the road. See if you could see how close this car is to the snow over there. It's on it, man. It's on it. It's ridiculous. FSD is driving on the snowbank on the side of the road. These cameras are completely clear. It's not like the car can't see. It's showing you where the middle line is. I know those lines look faded to you and I, but the car, yeah, see? Some of them disappear, but it can see some. It knows what's up. It's going over to the right side of the road on purpose for no reason. All right, this road should be fine. I mean, technically the car's not doing anything wrong here. He didn't have his red lights on. The bus with his lights on, finally. Third one I saw today, first one with the lights on. It's crazy. Gonna put it up to hurry because it's busy and the car needs to be aggressive around here. All right, so that was basically 158 miles. 107 since we charged in Swartz Creek, which was the first time I'd been there. We used 308 watt hours per mile today. 264 since I charged. Overall, I'd say today was pretty darn good. I didn't intervene with the car too much, except for when it was trying to drive on the right side of the road and just drive on an ice patch for no reason. Did that multiple times. Nothing made me like freak out. Overall, I think it was pretty good. But hey, if you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, I learned from those too. If you think somebody else might like it, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns, just leave them down below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching. Deuces. No commentary needed on that one. Gotta go, 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 get go, get go, get go.